should probably get some more
Pokeballs?
Maybe take it up to a nice round 10. The store should have them in store about now, I think.
Yeah. So I can't think of any other bands though that we have a crossover on. I know there are ones that exist. You know, it's not just Maiden.
Do you listen to Cradle of Filth? I forget.
No.
I don't think you're into Nevermore.
Not really, although I can't say I've really listened to them all that much, so.
I know symphonic metal's not your... So.
It depends. It depends on the metal that's behind the symphonic.
Within Temptation, Nightwish.
Then no, in my case it would be more Emperor and Dimmu Borgir, and to a certain extent Enslaved, you know, ones where it's sort of...
So symphonic black metal.
Yeah. Like, here's the cold harsh side, and then over the top of that you have basically a film score, and the duality of that just really appeals to me for some reason. Like I say, Enslaved don't do it quite as much. They're going more in like a similar direction to Opeth, but they still have that harshness.
This Hoot Hoot will not be our new friend.
No.
Already have. But we can make a new friend. A new nickname.
Let me just check what... I'm pretty sure it just has... tackle and defense skill, never mind.
Yeah, switch into Geodude because Geodude can...
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Can tank.
Yeah, like, I think the only thing who can do damage is Peck. And that's just not going to do much to Roxas. I'll tackle even. A critical hit did 3 damage.
Yeah, that's kind of insulting. Oh dear god, this is going to take a while. But yeah, the critical hit is... That was insulting, really. To Hoots everywhere.
So I don't want to like power level like crazy, but if we get some levels on Roxo,
yeah,
I think they learn Rock Throw pretty early, and then we can probably use them to take care of the first gym.
Yeah, cause I honestly can't remember when it does. Right, I know it's not. I might actually have to switch to Totodile. This is going to take way too long.
All right.
To Hickey even. Yeah, I sincerely hope that all of this CPU intensive stuff that I'm doing isn't going to fry anything in my new iMac. I'd use my older one, but it's a bit slower because it's older.
But to be fair, and not to jinx it, it's like the lag issues settled.
It's what, sorry?
It seems like the lag issues we had earlier have settled down now.
Yeah.
So maybe it's kind of hit its groove a bit now. And Roxo?
Got 11.
Yeah, passing it 3 ways ain't great, but what can we do?
It's one more. Well, why not just make 10 louder and have 10 be the highest?
Oh,
this goes to 11.
Could be our friend.
Okay, let's yeah, why not? Let's be a bit daring.
Yeah, probably switch to Roxo, huh? Roxo will take us a bit better, and Rashta...
Yeah, Discord is still cutting out every now and again, but I think that might just be a Discord thing, unless you have super amazing internet connections, which I know I don't. I mean, it's much faster than it was, don't get me wrong, and I'm extremely grateful for that, but although apparently I'm not the only person or the only British person that has complained about upload speeds here. You know, there have been people...
It's a pretty common complaint, to be fair.
Yeah, like there have been people that I know, or I'm fairly certain have much better connection speeds than I have, and they still think it's ridiculous, you know. Although, like I say, I'm glad I figured out why videos were taking, or well, no, I can't even say I figured it out. I asked someone else on another Discord server that I'm in, and it's
Did you read that Pokédex entry?
Oh no.
It was like Rattata eats everything and produces offspring.
And produces what?
Offspring. Babies.
Okay. So that's basically all they do is eat and shag.
Yeah. They just eat shoots and leaves.
Oh, I could make so many jokes there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be good. Any suggestions for Rattata, anyone? But yeah, like I say, as it turns out, the reason that I was having so much trouble with the upload speeds is that I was using a much higher quality of video than I should have been.
I'd like to name it Marrow.
Marrow?
Yeah, after the rat person, Marrow. Together.
And in what?
There was, in the Kamigawa series of Magic the Gathering,
Oh, okay.
there was a rat person called Marrow Nora who like led a gang of rat people, and he was pretty cool.
Fair enough. I can't say I'm familiar, but I never played any card games, so.
They had like books with it. That was back when there was still books too.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty cool story.
Does anyone else have any suggestions in chat? Otherwise, we'll go with Marrow. Again, I'll just leave it a second or two, and in the meantime, check the.
You know, every time I go on my PC, I've got this game sitting here taunting me. This Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 Game of the Year, the Fire's Fade Edition. 2 games to get through before you can play with them.
Yeah, although like I say, you can if you really wanted to skip 2 and then go back to it afterwards, because it's like 2 borrows heavily from 1 in some cases, so it is worth playing 1 before you go through 2, but there's nothing like, there's nothing really story significant or anything like that.
I mean, I have been playing 2 because I want to get it 2.
Yeah.
I made a fresh character called John Doe on it. Edgy name, I know. And I started as a knight. And I've been having a much better time with it, but there's still so many things I dislike.
Yeah.
I dislike the gormless stopping and kind of contemplating as you swig your Estus flask.
Yeah, that's the problem with 1 as well, and I want to say demons as well, even though there wasn't Estus in that. But like I say, I just cannot get the combat. I just cannot get into that mindset of actually. But yeah, like I said, there's stuff in 2 that won't make sense unless you play 1, but it's not like story heavy stuff.
What I've found, which can help for me, is pretty much any time where you would have been dodge rolling in Bloodborne, you normally want to be shielding in Dark Souls.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's just kind of go for the L1 instead of the roll.
Yeah. So looks like we're going with Marrow because no one has submitted a name through. So, but yeah, they. Yeah. As for 3 and 1,
I think it's the meme himself.
Yeah, there are things in Dark Souls 3 that, storyline things in Dark Souls 3 that borrow heavily from 1. And there are things that really won't make sense.
Panda, it's the meme. It's Youngster Joey.
Oh my god, I don't think that we're ready for this.
Youngster Joey, he's a legend.
Particularly if I stay in with Hoot Hoot. With Cootery, even. I need to start calling them by their nicknames. Again, it will
help you form your bond with them.
Yeah, it just just speaks more to the fact that I don't nickname Pokemon.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got like that because Ash never named Pokemon. I think they really missed an opportunity with that one.
Yeah. Like a lot of it with me as well is just that I can be surprising. Oh, thanks for following, Sully. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize if I butchered that, but thanks for the follow.
Defeated youngster Joey. We have to get you.
Yes. We just defeated the hardest and most epic boss in all of Pokemon. In all of video game history. The final boss of Dark Souls 3 is Youngster Joey and his top tier Rattata. That becomes Eradicate, and he still refers to it as a Rattata because he's just that awesome.
It's Eradicate named Rattata. It's next level stuff.
Okay, glad to hear it. And yeah, thank you so much for following, Sully. So, really means a lot. Well, we gotta give this guy our number. I mean, come on.
Definitely. We need it. How else can you create your top 10 Youngster Joey moments?
Exactly.
Just various locations of him being, it's the top tier of Rattata.
It's the top tier of Belfry Gargoyles. Oh, yeah. Like I say, I really wish I could get into the Dark Souls combat, but I just I don't know. It's too slow for me, and I know that sounds stupid considering that, you know, how fast that Bloodborne moves, but I like that you don't have a lot of time to react with Bloodborne, because it just, I don't know, it just gels with my mindset better. And that's not to say I don't get frustrated at Dark Souls, because we all saw that playthrough. But
I do totally get where you're coming from, because you saw the short-lived Dark Souls 2 blind on my channel, and I had very much had the same problem.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up sitting there for a good number of hours just fighting knights in Hyde's Tower, just trying to wrap my head around it, and eventually it somewhat started to click.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Dark Souls 2 is in some regards it is the worst game to start with, because it is, I don't know how to put it, but they did tweak certain things from 1. So if you're going from 1 to 2, the progression is or the changes is easy to adapt to. But if you're going from 2 to 1 or 2 to 3, it is. So I've been told anyway.
So I'd say switch in Kuturi here.
Yeah. Like the amount of times that people have told me that Bloodborne is so much more difficult than Dark Souls, and I just don't see it personally. But like I say, I had a much easier time with Bloodborne. And yet I would probably be terrible at the character action game like Devil May Cry. Well, in fact, I know I would. Do you know what the weird thing with Devil May Cry is? I was playing it with
Water gun, I'd say.
Yeah. I was playing it a little while back. Or, well, no, more than a little while back, a couple of years ago. Like I have the original trilogy on 360, the HD collection.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah, 1 I played through fine. 2 I got stuck on, and 2 is apparently the easiest. Yeah. I've yet to attempt 3, but
when people do the whole 2 is easier thing, though, I wonder if that's just down to play experience. If it's just you knew what you were doing when you played 2, and that's why it's easier. Yeah,
I mean, I went straight from 1 to 2, and it was more or less a case of, right, I've just finished 1, so now jump into 2, because I'd been doing the same, more or less, with the Uncharted collection. Again, I started playing that a couple of years ago, but I've been.
You can probably win this, right?
Yeah. I did take a break after, and I'm still on that break technically from the Uncharted collection after 2, because I started to get towards the end of 2 that I was getting a bit burned out. You know, and I was getting a bit, not necessarily bored of the combat in the one regard, but you know, it was just sort of, you know, you're coming up on an epic gunfight, and my reaction was more or less, oh god, not again. You know, I don't want to do another 10-minute gun battle. I just want to, you know, can we not lay off these just a little bit? You know, just give me a little bit more breathing room.
I know Rabby Ribby was mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, that game legit made my brain hurt.
Yeah.
I could not play more than 2 hours of it at a time.
Oh noes! Coterie is poison.
It's fine. If we just loop behind the trainer up ahead, I think, town. And then we can just Pokemon Center it.
Oh, god damn it.
There's a new route though. Maybe shift Coterie away. Just on the off chance that they have pursuit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to heal Coterie with a potion anyway, because it's gonna go down. It's on 5 HP.
Was poison fatal in this game, or will it stop at 1 health?
I think it was fatal until Gen 5. I will let me just check that just to be sure, because if it'll go down to 1 and then stay, then that's not so much of a problem. But I just want to know for sure before I move on. I feel like I should know this. Like I say, I do get the
So we're Gen 4 now, aren't we? With HeartGold.
Yeah. Oh, this is typing, not the status effect.
We don't have like an antidote. We don't have. We didn't buy any antidotes.
Yeah, they weren't available actually. I think it was just paralyze heals and potions, if I remember rightly. And then Pokeballs. I might be wrong. They may have had antidotes as well, and I just was stupid.
A moment of contemplation. What awaits young Coterie?
Yeah, this is somewhat Darkest Dungeon, isn't it?
Let's just move forward. Let's potion up Coterie to be on the safe side and push forward.
Just a second. Okay, Generation 4, outside of battle, if a Pokemon, poison Pokemon is brought down to 1 HP, due to poison damage, it'll be cured instead of fainting. So yeah, it was Gen 4. I thought it was Gen 5.
We are safe then. But still, let's move Coterie at the front in case pursuit.
Yeah, Totodale's already up front.
Oh, good.
We already have a Spinnerack, don't we?
No.
Is this a new route? This is a new route, isn't it?
This is a new route. So
No.
we're getting the Spinnerack.
No crit, no crit, no crit. No one shot. Yay, Spinnerack. Any suggestions for a Spinnerack? Anyone in chat if you also wanna...
See, spider names are hard. Well, male spider names are.
Yeah.
Because all of like the iconic.
Yeah, like Shelob is female and...
Oh, Lolf.
Yeah, in fact, Shelob's the only one I can think of. There was another one that came before Shelob that was also a giant spider. I think it was her one of her parents. I'm not sure.
There's Muffet as well, of course.
Hmm.
There's that spider waifu chick who I found out about much to my chagrin.
Oh dear.
I think her name was like Arachnia or something.
I mean, the only one that comes to mind for me, which is so incredibly, incredibly dumb, is Peter or Parker.
How about we just name it Rom? We were debating before whether Rom was a boy or a girl. They can give us eyes. Give us eyes.
Oh. Sully suggested Arik from Donkey Kong 3. I personally haven't played Donkey Kong, any of them, but Molt suggested Spider-Man. Yeah, part of me actually wants to go for Parker or just something really stupid, but then I also like Rom and I also like Arik.
I'm good with all of those. I've named a lot of stuff already.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll go Arik this time, I think, and then next time, Molt, if you're still here, you can name the next Pokemon if that's okay.
Well, it depends if they have a good name or not.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to name anything like, I don't know, something really memey, but I know I don't mean Mimitos. Yes, Kuturi survived the poisoning.
Ooh, and there's a dark cave, but we should definitely go and heal.
Yeah, we're gonna heal first, cause kinda need it. Yeah. I'll grab that apricorn on the way back out as well, and battle the remaining trainers.
Because we definitely want to go back to that dark cave.
Oh god damn it, Ethan. I knew it was you, Pandler. How did you get past me? Here's something neat for surprising me, Panda. Oh dear. Obtain the Versus Recorder. That just records your battle footage, doesn't it?
I've never used it.
Yeah.
Never to be seen again.
Can record your Pokemon battles. Yes, and as Distranda said, never to be seen again. I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Now I am leaving for no reason.
Ethan died on the way back to his own planet.
Violet City looks so good.
Yeah, it is probably my favorite Pokemon city, if I'm honest. And if not, it's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon themes, the Violet City one.
I like a lot of the music from Gen 2.
Yeah, it is great. Thanks for following, Molt. Really means a lot. I hope you've been enjoying. So, we've restored your Pokemon to full health. Also, as well, I know there's nothing clickable, but I also do have a link to Distranda's Twitch channel as well if people are interested. He's currently playing Bloodborne and Dark Souls 1.
And Slay the Spire.
And Slay the Spire, yes. I don't know why that didn't click with me.
Because it's never a main feature. It's always something I randomly do at the end.
Touché. But yeah, did oh, Nightbot's kicked in a little bit. Yeah, because Bloodborne's almost done now, isn't it? Or
Bloodborne, we're making good progress. I think we're just about to journey into the yeah, we're just in like the Unseen City at the moment, but we've still got all the DLC to do.
Yeah, the Nightmare Zone that I love so much.
It's full Sonic tracks for me in the Unseen City. It's just running and rolling all the time.
Yeah.
Just off the Caterpie with Hickey.
Oh, I switched to Roxo.
It's probably just going to do String Shot anyway, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh no, my Geodude is marginally slower than it normally would be. Whatever will I do?
Probably cocaine.
Yeah, that'll speed you up.
Or at least you think it will speed you up.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of adult hacking of a Pokemon game where just everything is drug paraphernalia. And well, no, there's no question. It Rule 34, if it exists, is porn of it, and in many cases you could probably say the same about drug influence things. And
I mean, I know matter of fact. Edition surprised me.
Discord is cutting out again.
Ah, did I get cut off?
Yeah, quite a bit actually.
Okay. Yes, there is definitely probably a hack in the vicinity of what you are talking about.
I know there was that old YouTube animated series that was Acidmon, wasn't it? And it was just essentially all the characters from the anime getting high off the Pokemon. I vaguely remember that being a thing anyway. So.
There's lots of messed up ROM hacks out there.
Yeah. What was there was one thing that I can't think what it was now, but it was some animation that was based on Pokemon, and it was kind of choose your starter Pokemon. You chose Monkey, and then after a while it would be sort of your monkey evolved into gorilla, and then after an episode or two more, it was your gorilla. But the spellings were messed up, and then the final evolution of it was Steve from accounting. I'm gonna have to try and find that.
I liked the Pokemon Rusty Edition thing, where it's got the professor at the start is just high off his face, and like he sends you to get like a cheese panini or something. I bet like for a large part of the run, it's got like cheese panini listed as a party member.
Oh god damn it! Really?
And the guy's got a
how do you poison a rock?
Pikachu.
A what? A Kakuna named Pikachu?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The bit where he gets stuck at a tree and he's like...
He gets stuck in a tree and they use what?
And he's trying to figure out like how to get past this tree. He's like, what do I do? And he like looks on Twitter and there's like a thing from Reddit like my Charizard really cuts through the competition. He's like, that's it. It's so clear. And just ends up like setting the whole place on fire. Yeah,
that sounds pretty awesome. Yay, Roxo is level 5.
Okay. Roxo doing good.
He is poisoned though, so we gotta get him out.
Yeah, we'll just take him off. And he'll drop down to 1 health and survive poisoning. Let's get Cootie out there. Cootery out there.
Yeah. Cooties are entirely different.
Cootery is too kawaii to die.
Victory is assured.
I say as she misses a tackle.
Yay. See, you didn't jinx your playthrough, but I jinxed mine. Oh god, this is gonna turn and end up being absolutely horrible, and I'm gonna be devastated as one by one my precious friends fall.
Well, it happened to me.
True. Twice technically.
Crystal wasn't a wipe.
No, but
Crystal just kind of stopped.
Indefinite hiatus.
Yeah. But that was for non-game related reasons, so...
Yeah.
What can you do, really? But yeah, the end of that blue run.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was heavy. You can kind of hear it in my voice if you look at it. Oh, hypnosis, wonderful.
Welcome back, Pontiff. What was the last thing you saw? I mean, basically, we haven't done a whole lot. We're just battling trainers and catching Pokemon, basically. But,
Hey, this guy plays Pokemon Go every day.
yeah. I'm also noticing that my voice is going to go, so we're probably only going to go for another half an hour anyway, which was kind of my plan. So, I want to try and limit my streams now down to 3.5 hours at the absolute most, just because of naming a Geodude. Okay, give me a second. Yes, give me your berries.